Okay, so picture it. You're having a regular conversation and a narcissist interrupts you, and then they accuse you of interrupting, right? And you can never get to the point of the conversation. Sound familiar? Well, then this video is going to be the good one for you because I'm going to be talking about what narcissists do when they're interrupting. What does that mean? And what can you say when narcissists interrupt you so that you can take back your power instantly? Let me just tell you, narcissists interrupt for one reason and one reason only, and that is to keep the chaos going, to keep that confusion rolling so that they stay in control because they get supply from seeing you flustered. And also it keeps you from getting to the point a lot of the times, which is trying to call them out on their behavior, hold them to integrity. And so they want to stay in that dominant position. They don't want a conversation. They don't want resolution. They want supply and they want control. And when you sit there trying to explain yourself, trying to be reasonable, apologizing for interrupting when you know that you didn't, you lose ground. And in this video, I'm going to give you exactly what to say when a narcissist interrupts you so you can stop the power play and then take back control instantly. So by the end of this video, you're going to learn why narcissists interrupt and what it really means, the 3-word phrase that stops them cold, and how to use courtroom style verbal control without sounding confrontational. Okay, so if you're new here, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a trial attorney, a USA Today bestselling author, and the creator of Slay AI. And I teach people how to win against narcissists and high conflict personalities, get results that you want legally, emotionally, psychologically, in a communication setting. And if you're ready to stop reaching and start leading, hit subscribe right now and then tap that bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Why do narcissists interrupt? Here's the real reason. They interrupt not because they're passionate about the point that they want to make, but because they're insecure. They're waiting just to be heard. They don't want to hear what you have to say. So when you start making a good point, they panic. And when they feel exposed, they cut you off to throw you off balance. And even if you call them out on it, they'll say, well, because you were saying this, or, oh, you were being disrespectful or whatever. It's not about the point that you're trying to make. It's about keeping control of the frame. Interrupting is their way of re-seizing dominance when they feel like there's a shift in power. So here's the 3-word power phrase that you can use today if they're interrupting you. And what you say is calmly, clearly, and without emotion, let me finish. And that's it. Not please let me finish, not I just need a second. It's let me finish. Let me finish. And then you pause and you hold eye contact. Let the silence do the work. Silence is power. You don't just continue to explain yourself or defend yourself. You go on the offensive. You are not justifying. You're not explaining. You are reclaiming the floor. And then you train them psychologically that you own your voice. Let me finish. And if they don't let you finish, then you could say, this approach is not working for me. We can resume this conversation when both of us can feel respected and heard. Here are some bonus phrases to break that cycle. Okay. It's a 3-phrase lawyer approved boundary setter. One is, I'll continue to have a conversation with you when you're ready to listen. The next one is, if you interrupt me again, I'll end this conversation, so that you're putting them on notice, okay? Because a lot of times they're like, you're walking away from me and, that's disrespectful. Let them know ahead of time, this is what's going to happen. And we can reschedule if you're not able to let me speak. So calm tone, clear language. The real kicker is that you have to follow through. All right. So if you say, if you interrupt me one more time, then I'm going to end this conversation. You actually have to do it, because narcissists only respect boundaries that are enforced. And They also respect threats to their narcissistic supply and you being strong enough to bring those forward. And how do you do that? You do that through documentation. So the first thing I want you to do right now is go to docthenarc.com and get my free Doc the Narc cheat sheet, and also join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, so that you can get additional support. So how do courtroom professionals handle interruption? In court, we don't argue over interruptions. We pause, we redirect, and we let silence reveal who's out of control. Judges notice. They notice tone and timing. So when someone interrupts, especially over and over, it reflects poorly on them, and usually the judges will shut that down. And same with you. You win the power dynamic by staying calm, composed, and in command. So if you are so ready to be in command, I want you to put command in the comments right now. And I also want to know, what phrases have you used to get a narcissist to stop interrupting? Respect is earned. It is not begged for, requested. It's taken. You have to take it from that narcissist. Narcissists don't automatically respect people who speak. They respect people who don't flinch. The first time you calmly interrupt that interruption, it disrupts that pattern. They realize they're not in control anymore because you are in control of you. And that's when you start to get results. That's when you start to win. That's when you start to see that power dynamic shift. If you've ever built anything from scratch, whether it's a business, a brand, or a podcast, you know there's nothing small about it. The decisions, the hustle, the grind, the pressure, it's so all-consuming. And that's why I was so grateful to find Shopify when I set up my own store, shop.rebeccazung.com. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide and handles 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from giants like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just starting out. It simplifies everything: inventory, payments, analytics, marketing, all in one place, and their built-in tools make it so easy to run email and social campaigns that keep customers coming back. If you're selling globally, Shopify can help you do that too at over 150 countries. If you're selling in person, their award-winning point of sale brings your online and retail worlds together. And with 99.9% uptime and the best converting checkout on the planet, you'll never miss a sale. Get all the big stuff for your small business right with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial and start selling at shopify.com/negotiate. That's shopify.com/negotiate. The next thing I want you to do to take it to the next level is watch the next video, which is the one word that all liars use: beware. In that video, I'm going to show you the language pattern that gives liars away instantly, including narcissists. And once you see it and hear it, you'll never be able to unhear it. So if this video gave you some tools or a mindset shift, go ahead and like it, give it a thumbs up, and then share it with anyone who needs this information. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do that now. Subscribe, hit that bell, tap that bell. Remember that you don't have to fight for your voice. You don't have to fight for your voice. You already have one. You don't need to stop giving it away, though. And remember that you're calm, you're clear, you're confident, you're in control. And today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will see you in the next video.